One, because she's with child. That's
right.
Well,
that goes both ways.
I wasn't done. Done. She's with child for one. And when you gotta be kind of careful here because you're trading on tick for tack behavior. And and listen, a man can sleep with 1,000 women and be a player. A woman can sleep with 10 people and be a whore. Right? Nope. It's a matter of perspective, right? So some like me, and just my way of thinking, I don't think just because a woman slept with multiple men that makes her a whore necessarily, right? But when you say, well, what's the difference between what he did? Because he's not with child.
It doesn't matter. She's with child. And him sleeping with another woman and sleeping with her is just as bad.
They were separated by the time she started doing that shit.
No. They couldn't have been separated if they were sleeping. He was already cheating on her when she was pregnant.
Yeah, so he's been cheating for years. We get that, but I'm saying, and listen. So you're saying that it was okay for her when she found out that her husband was cheating. It's okay for her to then give her body to somebody else.
At what point did she find out that she was pregnant? Was she in the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester? Because if it's in the first into the second, there's a possibility she didn't even know she was pregnant.
She said she knew.
But either way,
she knew this shit.
You still cannot justify and make it okay. I'm not saying that that's something that I would do, so I can't condone that behavior. But at the same time, it's and going and sleeping out with these multiple women and coming back and sleeping with his wife.
That's wrong too. Yeah, that's wrong too. That's wrong too. However,
susceptible to catching something, just like she's susceptible to catching something while she's pregnant doing it, he's going to do that too. Like we got not with me, ain't no good for the good. There ain't no die. Ain't no.
Hey, Henny. So, but my thing is this. So, respectfully, no, what I'm saying is, you can't always find some justifiable reason. And you can't take what somebody else did wrong, and then turn your wrongdoing into something that's fair seeming because somebody did something to you. If that was the case, if that was the case, then everybody would have some type of justifiable reason to speak to or to explain away why they did some bullshit.
What we feel thinking like that. That's why they pH balance is below 3.5, like an eighth.
That's a good one.
We fail to realize you only can be accountable for your actions. So what somebody else do don't supposed to dictate your actions. You can't use that say I did. Somebody did this. You feel me? You did that because you wanted to do that. That's the type of person you was, and that's how you felt at that time. It ain't because that person did that, because you didn't have to do that because they did what they did. You feel me?
But let me explain something. I'm a Sagittarius. Petty is in my DNA.
That explains it all. That's dope.
Right on time, guys.
But there
Henny on bullshit gossip. Get her gossip.
Hey, Henny, what up?
What's poppin', Detroit gossip? But there's a line to the petty. And I mean, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are going to say she's a whore for that. But enduring everything that went on in that relationship, I mean, in that situation, you get what you got. What you gave, you got back. And that get back was a motherfucker. But again, I don't.
So this is all about get back. You take despite how horrendous the behavior is,
in front of you're
saying you on some push. Ooh, to get back a motherfucker. Ooh, get back a motherfucker. Who made that song?
In her situation, yeah.
Henny, you going?
I ain't with that.
Hey, Henny.
What?
You do realize that you're making an attempt to justify that ungodly, unsightly, irreprehensible behavior.
Hold up. That was ungodly, unfair,
Yes.
and reprehensible
Yes.
behavior on his behalf.
Henny, when she has a child, the
He
womb
was
is sacred,
gonna
Henny.
dog
The
with no
womb,
meat.
hey, Henny, the womb is sacred, Henny.
It is, but it is. It is. I believe.
Especially when
It
it's
ain't no more. I bet you that motherfucker funky.
See, and
I'm telling you.
but guess what makes
And
it
that's why y'all
funky?
supposed to. That's why y'all supposed to protect it. So
No.
niggas like me can't call that out.
Penis makes it funky, and it could be one that makes it funky. All you got to do is run
Here we
across
go,
that,
But in her case, it's probably about 3, 4.
and you ain't got no proof of that.
So Henny, why did she left Offset because he's a cheating son of a bitch just to get with Stephon Diggs, who appears to be a cheating son of a bitch?
But has he cheated yet?
Well, he don't got you when she busting that motherfucker open. He don't. They on the
I
yacht
don't know.
cocaine. They on the yacht snorting cocaine. How's that for a good parent? They on the yacht with cameras and cell phones snorting coke.
I
Stephon
didn't.
Diggs. I know you ain't see it.
And either way, where was her kids? Was they on the yacht?
It don't matter, Henny. She's a
What
fiend.
you do on your own time as a grown up is your business. No, y'all not going. Y'all not going.
Sound like
But now when you put it on social media, see, now when you making it public though,
No.
it's different when you make it public. Now what you do behind closed doors, if it ain't coming to the public, then yeah, that's the case.
Somebody said he's bringing Dirty D to the womb. Thank you. Somebody else get it. Dirty D to the womb is what I'm talking about. So how you gonna talk about her dirtying up her womb when he already filthied it up?
Whoa, it can't be no one wrong make the right even.
Listen, even swap don't make no swindle. Next topic.
They fair exchange ain't no robbery, huh?
Hey Henny, you in rare form tonight. You just found all manners of debauchery tonight. You biblical. You Old Testament tonight. You Old Testament.
Your president.
You Deuteronomy. You the Book of Numbers. You Esther.
Not Esther.
Yes, Henny. You on a roll.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Henny Gang. In the dog pound chat says Henny Gang. What in the YouTube chat? What in the Henny? You went to New York and came back a different person.
No, you just see how
I said
Henny letting us know how she cut.
Henny, you went back up to. Hey, listen, you ain't going to New York no more. You banned because this is the second time you went to New York and came back with a whole new swag.
No.
You don't need to go back up to them more. We concerned about you. Hey, Jules, get her blood pressure.
Right,
you cold hearted. You's a reptilian. You got cold hearted.
She going for the juggler. You better not cross.
She come back with a little sickness, coughing up. What the hell going on up there?
No,
man,
no.
Cardi B told the world.
Okay.
And she just stood on it like, she ain't none of that.
Hey, Boogie, every time this motherfucker go to New York and bring her ass back down south, she acts like a fucking retired mobster, bro. They say mobsters retire and move where? Right where she lives at.
Yeah. The first time I came back to New York since I left, I ain't been back up here.
You don't need to go back. You don't need to. Where you acting right now? You don't need to go back. You need to stay your ass right where you at because you went to that Diddy trial and you didn't come back.
She's still down at the Diddy trial.
You still where you at?
Listen, I'm just saying.
You in New York?
Look. For two. That biblical. That's what it says, and that's how Cardi.
Hey,
eye for an eye, two.
Is you in New York, Henny? Or is you in the great state of New York?
Mm-hmm.
Right? No. Hey, how much you need to fly back down there? Because no. Hey, Henny Gang, what y'all doing? Y'all ain't nothing to say about this? Hey, in the chat, y'all got nothing to say about Henny still being in New York on that bullshit.
No, because
they posted her drink. They
look right here. Look right here, Pammy Dawes. You ain't got no shame.
No.
They ride with their dog right or wrong.
Right. What kind of that's a sickness? What we doing here?
It's not a sickness.
What is it, Henny?
Because what I said made sense. It
makes sense to who?
To the people it resonated with.
It resonated.
Henny could have said
of loose moral.
It
resonated with women from loose moral backgrounds.
That is not true. That is not true. And see, you don't like it.
That come from a scorned woman. They come from a scorned woman.
And they tried to do the same thing to Maya. And Maya wasn't going for it. Shout out to Maya.
We sat back and we watched that relationship. See, y'all be dipping in and dipping out. We followed that. Okay. That's our side of the YouTube streets. You know, that's on this side over here. We was on the sidewalk watching over here. And y'all just was peeking from across the street. But we was over here.
Man, so let me tell you something, man. This Pammy don't
was out here.
Hey, listen. Hey, Pammy. Let me speak to a member of the Henny gang. Hey, Pammy. That's not an eye for eye, sweetheart.
Yes,
it's not.
It is.
And listen, so the womb, I am saying the womb of the Black woman especially, it is a sacred, hallowed ground. Just because a man does something that is irreprehensible or wrong, it doesn't mean that you get back by popping it and busting it open.
And that's where you gonna get this Henny from right there.
Oh.
Nah, because how you gonna sit up here and say the womb of the Black woman is sacred?
It is.
So
listen, then you gotta play elimination, trying to figure out who your baby daddy is and shit.
How you not?
That's why it's sacred.
Him. He needs to hear that conversation too.
Because true.
The Black woman is sacred.
True.
So, for thou shalt not go run up in no side chick. No,
there ain't no rule now. You making that up.
Come back and run up in the sacred womb.
Yeah, I don't.
Even God had hoes.
God had hoes.
You about to get struck down, Boogie.
He did. He did though. He did.
He did.
He did.
Look, dog face, you over there grinning. Y'all about to get struck down, and I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, if that gonna strike me down, I've been dead. I'm a heathen in the worst way.
Very interesting coming from Henny and her whole gang tonight.
Right. They really showing their ass tonight. What we got going on here?
Because you contradicting yourself.
How?
The womb is sacred. You don't pollute the womb, especially when that womb is carrying your seed.
Do we have proof
that he over and over and over again?
They polluted her.
Was pregnant. Go get that surgery. So if you're gonna say that the womb is sacred and take that stance and stand 10 toes down on it, then men need to know that you don't go cheating and running back up in where that sacred womb is when you out here slipping and dipping in peasant punani.
So it's different if the woman is not pregnant.
No.
It's very different.
No.
Yeah,
no, I don't believe in that double standard stuff. If a man is out here,
double standard don't apply right here. They don't apply.
He is a whore. He is a whore, and he is infested. If a woman is
out, look, you hear how Cardi talk. He was getting tired of her mouth. I ain't just gonna, man. Come on, man. You hear how she talk. He wanted a peace of mind.
He is upright and just too. The scales of justice must be balanced.
Hey, Henny.
What?
So you saying that him going out and stepping out aside of his relationship, as wrong as that may be, especially when you're in a community situation, I get it, I understand. So Henny gang, don't step on my jugular. But I'm saying it is not equivalent to her allowing somebody. She should have just waited. She dropped the baby and then went on.
He should have just waited till she dropped the baby and then.
And Henny, do you know? I want you to think about yourself being a baby. Now I want you to think about your daddies. I want you to think about your daddies hitting your head like this, right? And then another motherfucker that's not your daddy coming in there.
It is impossible for that to happen. Ain't nobody tapping.
Hey, let your gang know all this in jest. You hear me? Cause they got that.
He's serious. He dead ass serious, bro.
Hey, No, I'm talking about us. They ready to chop off our heads off the YouTube streets, bro. Look at them. Look at them.
They are upset with us tonight, and this is Henny. They should be upset with Henny.
You playing this double standard stuff?
No, it's not a double
standard. Don't even apply to this one.
We didn't make it this way. Hey, no, I ain't going for that bullshit. It is a double standard. We didn't make it this fucking way. When it come to men and women, we not the same.
No, I'm talking about
right. We not the same.
Listen, nothing in the world gonna make a pregnant woman go give herself to somebody else because somebody has cheated. We ain't going for that, Boogie. Don't try to set up.
All that was for.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who it was with? How you know it wasn't with the dude that she with now?
It makes no difference. She still was pregnant.
Because then she's still with that dude. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's not something that I would do. So I'm not saying that it's justifiable. But for argument's sake, I'm going to take her side. And y'all not going to beat me in my head with that male bullshit that it's okay for him to be a dog.
Hey, let me tell you something. Every time you take your ass into the tri-state area, you come back with a whole new perspective on shit that is shocking. and in the infamous words of the comedian Ha Davis, this shit is beyond me.
But you keep saying when I come back to the tri-state, this is my first time back in the tri-state.
And that's my point. You don't need to never go back if you're gonna come back acting like this. Hey, Juice, what's up with your people, Juice?
Hey, y'all know.
Don't get on me.
Y'all talking about her girl. You know what I'm saying? She
right,
she pulled her claws out. You feel? Right. That's why I ain't say that the claws came out. You feel me?
Hey, we sorry, Henny. We don't want no trouble.
Hey, Uncle Juice got it. I said I'm Barty gang, and you coming for Barty. What you think I'm gonna do?
I thought you was pro Nikki. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm not pro Nikki. I'm not against Nikki, but I'm Barty gang down.
Okay? Barty gang gonna contact you. I just tagged her and she about to contact you.
Hey, Henny.
That's right.
Hey, Henny. I have a question to ask you, Henny. This question is for the panel. Does 50 Cent, must Curtis Jackson, must he come with whatever information that he says that he has, proving that Big Meech knew that, what's that bitch name?
Tammy
Collins was.
That's why it don't even matter. Look, that's why it don't even matter no more. You ain't even remember the bitch name, man.
I don't remember bitch names like that.
Because see, look, that 50 shit. Hey, we don't care no more, 50. We don't care, nigga. You ain't about to keep playing with us, nigga.
Fuck that. 50 can't get off the hook because he put out there he was gonna put this information and stuff out there. No, we ain't letting 50 off the motherfucking hook.
We ain't letting him off
the hook. Where that shit at?
He mentally somewhere else.
Long overdue. Where that shit at? You feel me?
He ain't about to keep playing with me, nigga. Fuck 50.
No. 50 need to drop that. He said he was going to drop it. He put the internet in a frenzy, had all of us pulling court docs and running our mouths about the situation.
Whoa. Henny. See, listen, we already had formulated our opinions about what was going on with the whole Cuffy situation. So 50 Cent didn't do anything to influence or embolden us because we had been on this shit when 50 was still hugged up and booed up with these niggas. And I have a question specifically for everybody on the panel, though, so y'all can just take turns. How can 50 Cent be so gun-ho and so adamant about Big Meech, but still be in close proximity with motherfuckers like QCP, who is an undeniable snitch?
One thing about it, he's the poster boy of the phrase you coined. That's why. You see what I'm saying? He's the poster boy.
Selective gangsterism.
I think he more of a poster boy than Boozy. Boozy at the time was, but 50 showed that he need to wear that on his motherfucking shirt, right? The reason being is because here it is, he put all this attention on Big Meech, right? But his homeboy, his man, is QCP. Until recent, Meech just now got this smut on his name, but 50 been had this smut on his name. You see what I'm saying? So that was a goddamn a smoke cloud to take away from what was already there. That's why he tried to put that shit on Big Meech, and he stayed friends with QCP. That's the main reason. The poster boy of what is called selective gangsterism.
Selective gangsterism.
That's what that is.
So do we care about the whole 50 Meech thing? Are we beyond that? Or can 50 Cent come out with something about Big Meech this time next year and still be considered a real nigga? If you look at him like he's a real nigga right now.
He ain't even looked at that at this point.
50 Cent ain't in the streets no more neither. 50 Cent is hobnobbing and rubbing elbows with the Billionaire Boys Club down there in Shreveport, Louisiana, getting ready to build his movie studio down there. So he ain't even the same 50 to hold him to the same standards as he would have been held before.
That you see, it's just like that. Once you get to a certain status, we find ourselves being a minority of thinking like this. You see what I'm saying? Just look, everybody's favorite gangster was Jay-Z himself. That's what everybody's favorite gangster was. Once he got to a certain status, it was acceptable that he running around with known snitches.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying it's okay to run around with known snitches, but once you come about them streets and you start getting in them boardrooms, the game changes. And then it's us as a people. Are we allowing that change? Because we ain't gonna allow that.
Because all the niggas in there tell on you anyway. So
that's what meant by us being a minority with this way of thinking. You see what I'm saying?
When we know that somebody came from the streets, we tend to hold them to the street code forever. But people evolve and change. And in the world of business, if it's lucrative for me to sit with this person and make $1 off of them, I'm going to do it. Look at what he did. He took Big Meech's story and he made bank off of that.
But see, that's cool.
That's the morals and principles come in it, though.
Hold on, everything Henny's saying is a fact. But this the flip side to that, Henny. Then he don't supposed to be calling nobody out as a rat if he to change his whole lifestyle from that. Then, so then he shouldn't be concerned with who ratting or not. If he doing business with rats and all that, you can't use selective judgment now. You feel me? When it benefits you, you feel me? So that's why I say we can't let him slide with that. Yeah, we understand you in corporate America, and no, you ain't doing street shit. You above that, and I salute my hat to you. No, you ain't supposed to be doing that. So don't be stepping in and out of street politics. Then you see what I'm saying?
And as the consumer, because if we allow him to keep doing that, we keep making his posts go viral and talking about the stuff that he shouldn't be posting, then we are just as guilty as he is for condoning it. Because
we supposed to hold him accountable. We supposed to hold him accountable for it. If you jump into some street business, then you gotta hold up to the street rules or get the fuck out the streets. Simple as that. If you get in the streets, you either gotta drive a car or you go get ran the fuck over. You feel me? He can't have it both ways.
Now, see, the only thing is I can say that I know with him, I know his beef with Ja Rule goes back to when he was in the streets and when he was just a rapper. That goes back decades, and that's 50 is a person, you beef with him, you're going to beef forever. When it came down to the whole thing with Big Meech, that was something that was big, and that was something that was explosive. And he felt like Meech snaked him. So I see why he felt the need to expose him. But at the same time, I agree with what you just said. Pick a lane and stay in that lane. If you're going to be the businessman, be the businessman. If you're going to be in street business, be in street business. But now my question to you is, with him being in business and people shitting on him and fucking him over in his eyes anyway, and he exposed him, is that the same thing?
No, because
wait a minute.
He's supposed to do it corporate American style. You can't do it one way to benefit you and then say, hey, I can't do that. I can't indulge in it that way because I'm in the business world. You see what I'm saying? So he supposed to handle the corporate America world. You supposed to let your lawyer, if they was slandering your character, fucking with your business, you supposed to let your lawyers handle it then if you want corporate America time. You feel me?
Now wait,
not try to tell the world and get 1090 Jake fake information and say, oh, I'm gonna let Tommy say he did this and tell what he really did. He a rat and whoop-de-whoop. You feel me?
Now let me ask you, if he would have never came out and said anything about it and would have just dropped the series, would that have been the same thing or would that have been different?
That would have been different. Because then it would have been subliminals. So then those who understood what he was putting out there would have caught the message, but it wouldn't have been flat out to the mass majority. You see what I'm saying? Now he could have did it that way, but when you call hey, yeah, this nigga a rat and this, that, and the third, that's street shit. You feel me? And when you call a motherfucker a rat, you supposed to be able to show why you saying he a rat. You can't just call a motherfucker a rat and hide your hand, and you got the whole world saying this motherfucker a rat too because you said it. You see what I'm saying?
I think with 50, when he started all of that frenzy, I just knew that he was going to come drop something shortly thereafter because he had the whole internet buzzing about that, and that actually would have been the best promotion for it because we were doing the free advertising for him by talking about it, breaking paperwork down. And if he would have just dropped the documentary, then I think I would have looked at it in a different light. But I see, like I said, I understand where you're coming from, but I think if he would have did it that way, it might have been a little different. But the fact that he caused all this frenzy and we still ain't got nothing,
that's
see what I'm saying?
At. Listen, what do the frenzy create? Look, what do the frenzy create? Attention. More business for him. Mm-hmm. It's all business. Every time the nigga posts, he get paid. Mm-hmm. It's all business. That nigga don't care that nigga a rat. He just knew he had that firearm. So I shoot it.
This is what I got to say about this, right?
He get paid every time he posts. He turned the whole thing into a frenzy. Hold on, wait. He turned everything into a frenzy. Had the world posting, reposting what he's saying, reposting everything else. Everything had lead it back to 50 because his name, and since he tied in with Meech as far as BMF, it's all business. He making money at the highest level and the lowest level with us. It's all business.
Now that's
we the consumer.
Ain't wrong, right?
That's just what happened. We consumed. He made money. Gotcha. It's all business.
Whole thing wrong. It don't supposed to take motherfucking morals away. Period. And I look at this shit like I might be on an island by my goddamn self. Business is taking away everybody's morals. Period. And I don't agree with it. No type of way, shape, fashion, or form, man. Maybe I'm thinking this shit by myself, but I don't agree with it.
Shout out to Jenny from the block, man. She gave Henny that $5 donation. It's two cups of Henny for her. 2 cups of Henny for her. Henny, you be getting money, man. You be getting money, man. My DMX voice. You be getting money, man. And listen, so I have something else I want to talk to you about, man. And we're gonna end it. We listen, just don't worry. We're coming back tomorrow. I don't know if Henny will be able to grace us with her presence because she in the New York. I wish I could sing, Henny. I would sing New York Stadium, man, in my Sammy Davis Jr. voice. I would. Hey, Henny.
What's up?
I got 2 things I want to talk about. One of them is more straightforward than the other. I really need your advice on Lil Baby and his concert in Atlanta, kicking off his tour. He brought YFN Lucci out. And for those of who don't know, YFN Lucci and the whole YFN crew, the whole Think It's a Game crew, Young Thug was on trial mostly because of the conflict that stemmed from his beef and his problems with Lucci and his crew. What does it mean for the world of hip hop, and what does it mean for Atlanta, for the great city of Atlanta, that Lil Baby brought Lucci out? What does that mean?
You asking me that?
I'm just throwing it out there to everybody.
Oh, well,
I don't have a dog.
What Lil Baby was trying to do, he trying to clean his motherfucking image up. He doing damage control. You feel me? So he had to show that YF and Lucci from that neighborhood where Lil Baby them having feud, Lil Baby neighborhood having a feud with. You feel me? So he had to show that, hey, we got to have peace amongst us. So that was a good look for the neighborhood. But I understand what Lil Baby was doing. You know, he got to clean up his image. You feel me? Time out for that bullshit. You feel me?
I understand that standpoint, right? This goes back once again, morals and all the other stuff. He got a personal relationship with the opposition. You can't dispute that in no way, type, shape, fashion, or form. By him having a personal relationship with the opposition on a personal tip, how do that look away from business? You see what I'm saying? It's a great look for the city of Atlanta. We killing these beasts. We getting all our people together to make everything look peaches and cream. But here it is. You got a personal relationship with blood, with somebody else, where blood have been shed. And that's why I was saying I might be stuck on the island all by myself, because I don't understand how business outshine morals. No type of way, man.
Right. I don't understand that either, because some people feel some type of way. Like you said, it's been bloodshed. Some people lost family members, close friends, children, and the whole nine. So you always go have some people ain't gonna be with it. You feel me? It's gonna be temporary.
And that's somebody who he got a personal relationship.
And listen, and that's why a lot of shit fucked up. Because you have motherfuckers that all get together, they call themselves gang, they supposed to stand under one umbrella. When it comes to death and shit like that, it be other sides that lose people too. Sometimes the shit gotta come to an end. Everybody getting locked up. We all ain't gotta die. We've been going to war for fucking 15 years. That come to the head. The heads talk. That's what the fuck happened. Everybody else at the bottom, shut the fuck up. We've been doing this. Y'all probably just came in and wasn't doing shit right anyway. Nigga, we got to raise these kids. We getting this money now. We just got the fuck out of jail. How? Because thug fuck with them people. And nigga, that's what it is, nigga. How long we gonna keep doing the shit? You want to raise your kid or you don't, nigga?
Well, me going to my motherfucker,
niggas heads to this shit.
Period. Ain't no way in fuck. The guy that I'm cool with, right? He got issues with another motherfucker where blood has shed, and his opposition, I'm about to be cold with it. Fuck that. I'm not with that. That's some shit I ain't gonna.
My nigga, blood shed on both sides. I can see if it was only on one side, niggas done died, nigga.
That's what I'm people telling you. Ain't no way in fuck. I'm about to say.
And listen here. Listen. The game they playing, my nigga, they obviously ain't all the way in the streets. If they all the way in the streets, I agree with you 100%. But they are not.
But no, you gotta understand, Boogie, he not speaking just as them individually. He's speaking on being part of that crew. Some of the guys in that crew is really in the streets for real. So that's what Gossip's speaking from. He wouldn't be with that. So you can't knock him for saying how he feel, because that's how some people really do feel like that. It's how deep you in it, because you made it as an artist. That's your job now. Some of them not artists. Some of them is really full time, still in the streets, hustling and banging every day. They not living a celebrity life.
Let me ask you.
That's what Gossip's speaking from.
Let me ask you.
So spin till you can't spin no more if you feel like that. Then
let me tell you,
them niggas ain't moving like that.
Let me tell you this.
Just go do what you gotta do. Then you want to go to jail. You want to this. Nigga, at some point, it's an outway to shit, bro. Where you could just start shit, nigga.
Hold on, Gossip. Let me get the point off. Then we gonna let you go. Go ahead, boy.
Nigga, it's a point where this shit, like, today, nigga, cameras catching everything. It ain't like yesteryears, nigga, where you could get away with shit. Why you think they sitting on their fucking hands? So, for the most part, if you sitting on your hands, let that shit go. Let it go. You got kids. You got money to get. Niggas been going to war forever. shooting the same broke ass pistols, nigga. This shit, nigga, it gotta stop at some point, my nigga. It's about protecting at this point, protecting what you got, protecting your kids, shit like that, shit that really matter. Motherfuckers going to war over fucking music, nigga. The shit ain't nothing, bro. It ain't nothing no more, nigga. I signed him. You stole this artist from me. He didn't sign with me. Nigga, the shit really don't run as deep as you think. Why niggas dead?
Okay. That's your perspective.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
What I'm saying, not wavering from it. The person that I'm cool with, right? Them guys got personal relationships outside of rap. Let's just take you and I for an example, right? Right here on this fucking panel. If you got problems with a guy and all this other shit, ain't no motherfucking way I'm about to be taking pictures and chum with this guy. I don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing about to make me and him cool, knowing that y'all got underlying issues. That's what I'm saying.
Real nigga shit.
So go ahead, Juice.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying real nigga shit. Go ahead.
So gossip is towing the gangster line. Nigga, if it's up, it's stuck. Boogie is saying, hey, listen, as mature men from the inner city, we're all millionaires. As we saw in both of their cases and both of their trials, most of the people who are gonna get the bad end of this stick, it ain't gonna be Thug, it ain't gonna be Baby, it ain't gonna be Lucci. It's gonna be everybody underneath them who don't have the same level of resources or accommodations as they have. Both crews have men in prison for 30, 40 years based on what they free now. They both have homeboys who in prison for the next 20, 30, 40 years. While the main components of the issue, they free, making music.
No doubt.
So at some point in time, blood was shed on both sides. So do we keep on doing this shit when we know that Fannie is on that shit? You know, the government is looking at us on all levels, ATF, DEA, FBI. Do we keep this shit going, or do we try to find some reconciliation and atonement in a bad situation? What do?
We ran it too hot. It's done. We ran it too fucking hot.
About to kill and shoot no more. It's simply be I'm not fucking with you. It don't have to be about the killing or shooting, fucking people up. It's the simple fact I'm not fucking with you. It's just that simple. Fuck the public image.
Keep saying we ain't gotta have no kumbaya to let peace be.
I get you. So my question is, what, symbolically speaking, what did it mean for the city of Atlanta and for the greater world of hip hop that Lil Baby did do that? And he obviously did it with the acquiescence of Thug. He would have never did that without Thug's approval. So what does that? We know tacitly Thug had to say, yeah, go here, bro, make that happen like that. What does that mean? What should that show black men about conflict resolution, if anything, about burying hatchets? What should that show? Is there a bigger example? Is there a bigger message to be gleaned from this?
And I might add, through the whole
it's
case,
definitely a bigger message.
It seemed like niggas was dying over bullshit.
But see, here's the thing. Sometimes conflicts usually spark from miscommunication or no communication. And sitting down having a conversation with somebody could easily resolve a lot. People are going behind this. That ain't never coming back. So what are we going to do to the last man standing?
You know what? I just thought of a whole thing here, right? I just thought of a whole thing here. This is a court case, right? Since I really just sit right here and thought about this reading and shit. When you talk about business and morals, a motherfucker that was a executive at McDonald's, right? When they were trying to well, right now they still got all their secret patents and all this other stuff. The executive left from McDonald's trying to go get an executive in a Burger King headquarters job. You see what I'm saying? And to this day, you ain't about to see no goddamn McDonald's and Burger King making commercials together, talking about, so we put our burgers together, we about to take over the burger business. That's how I look at it, and I still look at it to this day. Business don't always have to compromise the motherfucking morals, and that's what I even with this.
Hey, listen, just tell me you don't give a fuck about the future. All right,
it ain't about the future. You don't have to motherfucking not to deal with them, bro.
Between morally right and ethically right. In business, there is no morals. There's only ethic.
Even ethics, right? You don't have to kill a motherfucker not to deal with them. It's just that simple.
In business, in the ethics, there's really no such thing as a rat. It's all business and it's never personal.
You're right, because it's whistleblower.
That's personal. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. When you go into your 9 to 5, you walking ethically through that building. When you step out in them streets, you are working morally. Morals have no place in that ethical world. It's all about business.
That's what a shrewd business person is. Do anything to get ahead, right? And it goes back to what I said about that person trying to steal those trademark secrets and take it to the other corporation. That's been going on forever. And these corporations, the owners been dead. The people sitting on the board been dead, and still to this day, you ain't about to see them together making no this is the McDonald's Burger King combination sandwich.
And see, now that what you just said, the verbiage is even different. Because if that were done out on the streets, if somebody took the inner workings of somebody's organization, street organization, to another street organization, that person would be considered a rat, that person would be considered a snake, and that person would have to keep their head on a swivel. When you're in the business world and you're stealing the secret to give it to somebody else, it ain't the same.
It's still the same principle. You're not going to see these corporations working hand in hand. The principle is the same and the name is different.
All right, so I got a question for you, Gossip. So I get what you're saying. I get what everybody's saying. So I think, in my personal opinion, that what it showed, I think it is a positive. And I think that because people understand how much blood has been shed on both sides. So to have two factions be able to come together and to lay their differences aside and understanding that we both lost people to the graveyard and to the penitentiary. I think that as a whole, I think we need to celebrate that, because it could possibly work wonders, or it can save somebody else's life who may find themselves in similar situations as that. And that happens every day. What happened between Thug and Lucci and them, that shit doesn't happen in a vacuum. That shit happens in hoods across America every single fucking day. It's just that it was magnified because of who these men were.
I agree with everything everybody said, and you 100% dog face. That's a good look for the city. But this the only thing I have to say about it. I don't have no dog in the fight, and all y'all truthfully is hitting on excellent points. But this is what I like to say about it. If it would have happened before the police started investigating them, and they did it, just came to this resolution without no police interfere, then I say 100 that was on point, because it came genuinely from the heart. They meant it. It took for the police to get on their ass. Y'all ain't meaning it from the heart. Y'all doing it for the image for the police to say we ain't beefing, but y'all really are. So to me, it's faking. You see what I'm saying? Y'all doing it not to go to jail. The suit y'all right now. Y'all ain't letting the young guys know for real. Hey, this ain't it. We're killing each other. We don't supposed to be killing each other. We not each other's ops. See, they supposed to been doing this all along when they had the stage from jump. They got the stage and got all that money from promoting violence against each other. You see what I'm saying? But now, because the police on your ass go lock y'all ass up, now y'all want to change y'all tune. What about the guys?
Better late than ever.
Right, but what about the guys?
Better late than ever, goddamn.
What about the guys who actually built their money and their fortune and their fame from the street shit for real. That's they dedicated in the street shit. You see what I'm saying? So even though that's wrong, but it's right for them. You see what I'm saying? You can't.
Well, guess that's when they gotta come from the top, the ones with the money, and open up opportunity for those people to be able to get out too, if they want. That's what I'm saying. Like,
especially if you stay down for show,
right?
You supposed to, because it's a lot of boys up under. It's a lot of, and you right, Juice. But it's a lot of boys that then bit that bullet for the top dogs, and they good, and them niggas is finna be forgotten.
All y'all points was good.
What you just said is because y'all all just hit on, and Henny came in, so everybody hit on. So for those who suffered irreversible loss, there conversations need to be had, and there's tribute that must be paid.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
to make it digestible, because if you don't, all it's going to do is the piece is going to be tenable. It's not going to last.
Turn them against you.
Absolutely, man. You tuned into the YouTube streets, man. Hey, listen, that girl Henny.
What's up?
We need you to get your ass.
Thank you.
On the other side of the motherfucking Lincoln Tunnel, in the Washington Bridge, because like I said before, I'm expressing concern on behalf of the YouTube streets and my brothers at arms. We all feel the same way. We want to know.
I appreciate you, Henny. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Get your grain, Boogie. Hey, Juice, get your nephew, bro.
I told you, I told you, Boogie always going against the YouTube streets for some reason.
Right. Ever since this nigga get a haircut and shit, back and forth.
You know, I appreciate you, Henny.
You heard what he said a few shows back. We getting killed on the YouTube streets. We gunning for you, boy. Our own brother.
And listen, and another thing I want to address, the Henny gang, y'all really showed y'all ass tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to overthrow Henny and get her up out of here, bro. Y'all need to overthrow this dictator, this authoritarian.
They did show their ass.
What's in that pen you smoking?
Henny, you gotta bring us on. Fuck that. You gotta bring us on, Henny.
I gotta bring y'all on what? Huh?
You gotta bring us on.
We need to be on the Henny Say Review show. We need to come on as a special guest.
But y'all are on the Hennessy Review show.
We need you to be the moderator and the orchestrator and the question asker. How about that? We your brothers. Can we get that? Why must we do all the work?
When I get to, because y'all are the men, y'all supposed to do all the work. I'm supposed to be the help.
Don't start that Cardi B shit.
Don't
start Cardi B ass shit. Here we go.
That's Queen Elizabeth. You know this Queen Elizabeth shit.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Probably when I touch back home, because I'm trying to go back home for a little bit. I'm a little.
No, you need to get back home. What you need to do?
Yeah, but I'm coming back up here for the verdict.
That's right.
You know the sun different back down the way.
Yes,
you know that sun hit different back down the way.
You ain't got no tan no more. Nothing. You look like a white girl down there right now.
You was a lying ass. I know you lying.
You had a tan 2 or 3 months ago. You ain't got no head down. Looking like still
got a tint to my skin thing.
Girl. Y'all tuned into the best.
We need her down there for that birthday.
Hey man, and listen, what y'all got? How y'all close us out, man? Y'all make y'all rounds of close us out. Give us y'all points. Come on, go ahead.
Ladies first.
Right.
Honestly, I don't really think I have any points. I'm just gonna say conflict resolution. That's the statement for the day. Pick a lane and stay in it. If you business, be business. If you street, be street. And I don't know, stay sucker free.
Cardi a hoe, Sexy Red a hoe, Suki Honey a hoe, Glorilla. Gotti, I think you saving her for yourself. Call me Glorilla. Public figure Boogie, Mr. time to go to work, go follow, go add, go subscribe, go talk shit. Yeah, that's about it. Hey, y'all call me. All the names I mentioned, call me.
Well, I want the United States to know I feel some type of way after all the damage they done did to our people. They let these foreigners from other countries come and plant their flag in LA. That was total disrespect. I understand they standing up for their rights against ISIS. They supposed to fight for their rights. Okay, you got the right to do that. But the disrespect was y'all in the United States and go plant y'all flag like y'all taking over the United States. In the United States, y'all ain't did nothing about it. I'm very disappointed in that because that was total disrespect. You feel me? They took it to another level with that one.
Hey,
and with
listen.
that, y'all tap into the Beat Factory 313 and get with Juice, and y'all want to hear some of them gangster war stories. I got them for y'all about the inner city of Detroit.
Hold on. I want to say this before the next person go. Now, Boogie, I don't know what happened, but I think StreamYard kicked me out as you started kicking your bullshit. And you know I be riding with you when you be on your bullshit. But your closing statement was a shitty ass statement that you made, and you ain't gonna be happy till you find yourself in a Diddy Rico.
That's shit. Shit, Boogie. You don't want to go there, Boogie.
I ain't having. Hey, I ain't no cuckold. I ain't going. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Detroit gossip.
Don't do that.
Hey, this what I'm saying to everybody that's watching this show right now, man. Go subscribe to everybody, follow their channels, follow them all on social media. And one thing I want to express, don't never trade your own personal principle and morals for nothing else. If you got something, stand on it. We're watching too much of this in the world as we speak today.
Okay, so I'm last.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not least.
Here we go.
Hey, you Southern California Mexicans. Or you now y'all know how we feel. Hey, Donald Trump. Put that bitch ass out, Trump. Put that bitch ass out. Fuck the Mexicans. We ain't rapping the Mexicans.